Hello and welcome to another episode of Ned's Silly Season. I'm Fogs, your host. Today we're talking worst Super Bowl ever. Man United 4 wins in a row, and we're playing Freak Injury Cluedo. Hello, boys. How are we doing?
I'm fantastic, Fogs. We had a profit yesterday.
We did.
For the punters. How you going, Shad?
Well, I mean, I lost all their money, but that's their fault for backing the Patriots in the Super Bowl, which I was not keen on anyway. But here we are. How are we feeling?
Mate, I'm feeling very good. We've got a lot to talk about this episode.
Many things.
Lots and lots and lots.
Many subjects.
Why don't we start with the Super Bowl? I'm going to say it. I thought it was very boring.
Worst Super Bowl
Hot
ever.
take.
I don't know if it was worst. I thought the Rams-Patriots one was a snoozer. But I've happily
There's a
put
correlation there.
this number
do
2.
it.
Yeah, that was pretty
Number
average.
2,
Pretty clear that the Patriots kind of like fell their way into
Yeah.
there. And I'll admit it, there was part of me that was like falling for the arguments of Drake Maye being the MVP. But when Stafford
Yeah.
was named, I was like, obviously,
Yep.
he's the better.
But could
And it
Drake
became pretty
May
clear.
be possibly the worst quarterback of the postseason? If you
100%.
flip it around.
Four fumbles. He's like had less
21
than
sacks, I think it was.
Most sacks, was it?
I think that's recency bias. I think that we forget
CJ
how
Stroud,
bad
actually.
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud was really bad.
CJ
Stroud was really bad.
huge.
What was CJ Stroud's
He
stats?
was seeing more than ghosts.
Yeah, he had a game with 7 turnovers. So,
Yeah,
Drake
okay.
May obviously was let down by his O-line and played poorly yesterday, but
CJ Stroud had, let's have a look here, stats per game. I'll tell you what he had, and then we can have a look at what Drake May had. What do you think about
I do think that would be a
That's
great
a
idea.
fun exercise.
Yeah.
Okay.
And while we fill this dead air,
that? They played Pittsburgh Steelers. They beat them 30-6 in the postseason, the Texans.
Yep.
CJ Stroud had 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 65% completion rate, 250 yards, 3 sacks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Against the Patriots, he had 212 yards, 42% completion rate, 1 touchdown to 4 interceptions, 3 sacks,
And a couple of fumbles.
and he
in
had a
there.
couple of fumbles in
Going
there
off
as well.
that, maybe Darnold deserves the MVP.
Yeah.
I think he got sacked once, no intercepts.
Well, I mean,
Scrambled well.
the MVP would have been a tough one. If you could give
Yeah.
it to a unit, it should have been the defense.
Yeah.
But or it should have been the punter or
the
kicker.
kicker. Well, I mean, Myers was the only person with points until
Yeah.
the fourth quarter.
He broke the record.
And at one point on the live betting, he was $4.50 to take out the MVP, which is just insane. I don't think we've ever seen a punter that short in Super Bowl MVP odds ever.
Drake May, over the 4 games of the postseason, 4 games?
He would have played 3.
3 games. He had 6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, sacked 21 times.
Which is the most in playoff history because Joe Burrow
sucks.
was the leader and he was overtaken in a big way yesterday.
Copping that many sacks, he had to have come in pretty banged up to that. Even though they get a week off.
I think it would affect you more mentally. Like
Yeah.
you just know, like, oh shit, these boys are gonna let him through again.
I've got to let this loose.
Yeah.
I've got a question for you guys as a group.
Yes.
And
Okay.
there's
Yep.
stats on this. But famously, the Lions coach, Dan Campbell, a couple of years ago when they lost to the Commanders in the divisional, he said to the team, or to the Niners maybe it was, he said to him, look, I'll be honest with you, there's no guarantee we'll be back here again. That may have been our only shot, which is devastating to say.
Yep.
And they've
but
fallen off a little bit.
He was
since.
like, that's how hard it is to get back to this game.
Mm-hmm.
The Patriots, I think we can all say are frauds.
Yes.
And obviously the Seahawks have won the Super Bowl. Do you see the Patriots making it back, let's say Super Bowl or even to the conference championship game? The likelihood after losing a Super Bowl and coming back and featuring the next year, the only player to do it is Tom Brady. The only quarterback to achieve that is Tom Brady.
Did the Chiefs
And he's not even
do
a
it?
fan of the Pats anymore,
Chiefs
apparently.
would have done it. They lost to the Buccaneers and then won it the next year.
Sorry, you're right. It's
Yeah.
Pat and it's Brady.
No, I
lose, you don't tend to come back.
No, well, they're going to get a much harder schedule this time around.
much harder schedule. And I think the AFC will be stronger next year. You think about the teams that were not really featured in the Super Bowl or in the playoffs, like your Ravens.
Well, if Bo Nix doesn't get injured, I think they'll lose.
Bills, obviously the Chiefs may not be back there next year. The Broncos were very good. There's a lot more teams on the up that could probably.
But they'll probably win there. They'll probably win over the Bills in the AFC East.
So you would still take the Patriots to win the AFC East next year?
I don't think it's an indictment on the Patriots being good. I think it's the shambles of the other teams.
Yeah.
Every team in their division is awful. Well, not awful, but like has had a bad run. Jets suck. They're not going to do anything. Miami's going to have new coach, still figuring out what the hell the Tua thing situation is. And then the Bills are also going to be newish coach. It's their offensive coordinator they've hired up.
Yep.
And they've still got heaps of holes that they've got to try and fix as well. I feel like they could sneak through in the East again.
What's the price?
And they're all playing similar teams because they're in the same division. But, there you go. I think the Seahawks are going to be a team to be reckoned with again next year with that defense. All their players are pretty much staying. Like everyone in that defense is on a long-term contract or rookie deals still going. Like it's crazy.
No, we don't have those specific markets yet, but we will very soon because we're a very, very good company and we're very diligent. And let's carry on. I don't think they'd come back.
Right.
Not next year.
Well,
they were very lucky to get there. And Jack and I, we were talking about this earlier today. They were the 4th pick in the draft this year. So to go from the 4th shittest to top of the AFC is an incredible feat.
Just goes to show like a decent, competent coach at the wheel. It can change a lot of things.
But they played they didn't beat any team with a winning record.
Yep.
And I saw they played against 11 teams that no longer have their
they were
manager.
the death team.
Yeah.
Everyone they beat, people lost their jobs.
Speaking of competent coaches, and I feel like that's the segue you were trying to set up there. Your boys, Manchester United, are on the verge of getting a haircut.
I'm ready. The United Strand, our big man, he's almost gone 500 days without getting his hair cut.
There he is.
He said the next time Manchester United win 5 games in a row, he'll shave it all. Guess what? They've won 4.
My God.
That was 497 days ago, I think he started this. I think that's an old
earlier.
photo. That's an old photo. It's worse now.
It's worse
and
now?
People are saying, because Michael Carrick's the caretaker interim manager and Amarin was given the heave-ho, they're saying if Amarin was sacked earlier, United would be in the title race right now because he's come in 1-4 straight. Might be the saviour of this bloke. He could wear a hat now. But and also, so they beat Tottenham 2-0 on the weekend.
Yeah.
That was the first team outside the top 7 that Michael Carrick has faced as coach of Manchester United. So this is his second stint as interim, and he's undefeated. He's won 6 drawn 1.
So him to be the full-time coach then?
Yeah.
It could happen.
It's shoring up, that's for sure. But they are playing West Ham United tomorrow morning. Now, West Ham have won 4 of their last 5, and they're bidding to escape relegation. So everything's on the line for them. But if you want to be on the right side of history, everyone, jump on Manchester United here.
I don't mind it.
I was looking at the markets and... you spilled coffee all over your laptop.
He's that excited about this. Fifth
on the desk.
in a row.
It's Man United are heavy favourites. Is there a world where it doesn't happen? And
they're not heavy favourites. They're about $1.70, I think.
So $4 roughly. How long? It's been almost 500 days. If they lose,
the pressure is on.
Yeah,
and it's weird because this. Carrick is getting asked about this bloke getting a haircut in the press conferences.
I did see that.
I was going to say, they've been bringing it up.
It's mental. And he's brushed it off, said his kids are aware of it, but it's not going to be in the team speech. It bloody better well be in the team speech. Put his whole journey up there.
Where's him getting asked this question? I want to see this.
United are in a weird spot because they don't want to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
But it's the biggest thing in world football.
Yeah. Here we go. Let's have a look here.
Can you pull it up on the screen?
Yeah, I will. Let's get it up.
Saying that West Ham have won their last 3 home games against United, so it's not a sure thing by any means.
My kids have made me aware of it, if anything, but it certainly won't go into the team talk from a professional level. But I can understand.
And if it's a
what's
draw
going on with it, and
tomorrow,
it does make me smile, but
he resets,
it won't
doesn't
have
he?
an impact ultimately.
It's got to be a win.
I'm telling you right now, I'm back on West Ham because he's not telling the team about it.
Well, the team they're on social, they know about it.
That's true. They do know about it.
And I think every United player should make a pact that they do not cut their hair until they achieve the 5 in a row. We know the prima donnas in the Premier League. They have barbers come to the training field to give them a haircut before the game.
West Ham at $4.10 winning 4 in a row against these. I think that the market is dictating, is looking at the haircut as well.
Yeah, mate.
Does United make a big deal out of it after, like if they win?
I think they bring him onto the field.
Because I can understand like not making a big deal out of it like currently, because it's been a year and a half since they've won 5 in a row, and you're kind of like highlighting how shit you are.
For me, this is like, all right, if they win, get the excess hair. That's going straight in the trophy cabinet.
Yeah.
This is
right next to it. I'm just trying to see if they're mentioning it on their Instagram at all.
No, they're not. Because
why wouldn't you? That is the biggest slip.
It's like you're basically calling yourself shit.
But who cares? The Cleveland Browns went no wins for a year, and they had like a hot dog cup or something.
Well, old mate said he'd jump in the Cleveland River
but
or whatever.
There was like free beers or something when they win. Or
that's
something
right.
Like that.
There was a fridge that was locked.
Yeah,
and it wasn't.
They should.
Why are you not jumping on this?
Give every barber in the Greater Manchester area money to cut anyone that walked in that day.
Yeah, you get a free haircut the day that we win this 5th one in a row. That'd be huge. If you're a barbershop, we should ring a barbershop in Man United and be like, will you run a promotion? If they win this, can you give away free haircuts?
What do you think's the logistics of cutting that thing anyway? You're going to get some shearers.
Get the shearers in.
He's going to have to stick his head under a lawnmower or something. That hair looks tough. Tough.
Got to get the groundskeeper in for this.
You've been growing yours for about 500 days as well, so maybe we can cut yours.
Look at the comments for that.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Yeah, all the Neds comments are telling me what my sexual persuasion is because of it. But anyway, we don't have to get into it.
Can you clear the air? The people want to know.
Leave it as a mystery. I'm just married to the game, boys.
Yeah.
And it shows. It really shows. Should we get into a little bit of
do you want to do some trivia, boy?
Yeah. I always love a bit of trivia.
You've been hyping up this game all
We've got
morning.
a few new punishments on the wheel as well.
We do.
So
do we want to do the punishment introductions first before the game?
Oh, yeah, why not? Why not?
And is there a rag for me to wipe up the coffee I've spilled?
Yeah. Then this is all.
Leave stiff as a board.
Leave all of this in, please.
What's it happening here?
That's absorbed as much as it can.
What is this?
This is all staying in the episode.
This sock's breaking up like a piece of glass. What's happened here? It's a chipboard.
Are you all dry now?
Yeah.
All right. You're all dried up.
What's this sock in here?
So
anyway,
Jack and I went and we updated the punishment board for
the wheel.
We were sick of shouting each other lunch. So
still on there though.
Still on there, but we've halved our chances. I can't read this currently, so you're gonna have to go through it for the listeners.
We got 10 burpees on there. That's my least favorite. We got a 1-week ban from the pod.
That's my favorite.
Lunch shout. The blue on the blue doesn't really work, but there's something there.
That's the email the boss an apology for this week.
Yeah, without an explanation. Gift 5 units to the winner, so that could bite into the race for the multis.
Which we'll talk about in the next segment.
Wear the goose hat for a day in the office, not just on the pod.
Yep.
A no punishment spin. That's a great one.
I don't mind that at all.
Advocating for that. Smelling salts. Personal butler for the other 2. So that's a week of just fetching coffees,
week?
I think.
I thought it was a day.
We're 2 days in office.
Come on now.
Can you read that, Chad?
No.
That's a secret one.
It's a secret mystery spin.
That says apologize to the boss. And the other blue one says, Wear a size small t-shirt.
Oh, wear the size
tiny
small,
t-shirt.
tiny
Yeah,
t-shirt.
tiny t-shirt for the pod.
This one, the loser has to promote the show on the stories. Just a bit of extra work. Cut an extra breakout from the show.
Another
bit
extra
more
work.
Yeah.
and then
back to
we're back
burpees.
to the start.
I love that doing your job
Doing
is a
the job.
punishment.
It is, mate. Every day.
You have to stay till 5 o'clock at the office.
I might veto that one.
Well, boys, it is time for this week's quiz game, and it is a classic game of Freak Injury Cluedo.
Ooh.
You know the classic board game
Yeah.
Cluedo? It's the whole idea of, was it Colonel Mustard in the kitchen with a lead pipe or whatever? That's what we're going to be doing, but it is sport injury related. I'm going to give you the athlete.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you what they hurt, okay, the injury. Then you are going to have 3 options of location and 3 options of item or device that caused the injury.
Okay.
Okay, simple stuff. You'll rotate who goes first. If you get it wrong, the other person gets a shot at it.
So they're all slightly bizarro.
They're all bizarro.
I like
freak
this.
injuries.
I like
okay,
it.
Different sports.
different sports.
Yeah, okay.
Just NFL and NRL, I think, in this one.
Okay.
But I'm looking to bring it back.
'Cause, OJ did it.
Yeah.
No, the glove was
it a
not
glove?
involved.
Okay, so first one, we'll kick it off. Kurt Capewell.
Oh, is there
I've
a
got him
sheet?
in a-
Is there a hole in a wall?
I've got him in a Broncos jersey because this took place when he was a Bronco.
Yep.
Kurt Capewell, when he was playing for the Broncos, he injured his neck. Now, neck injury took him out of a Thursday night football game, I believe. Did it happen in the bathroom, the backyard, or at a coffee shop? And did it involve a battery, a towel, or a wet floor?
Are we buzzing in?
You're starting.
I'm
Yeah,
starting.
good.
You get the first shot.
You're
I
big
think
Broncos boy.
Kurt Capewell injured himself in the bathroom
Mm-hmm.
with a wet floor. I think he slipped in the shower.
Bathroom with a wet floor, slipping in the shower is incorrect.
Oh, no.
Incorrect. Okay, he did get one of those things right, though.
Okay, I am
So he can steal
There's a
now.
little steal.
going for the steal.
Going for the steal.
Well, there's an obvious connection there, so I'm going to stay with bathroom,
Okay.
and I'm going to go towel rack.
Yep.
Well, the towel in the bathroom is correct. Kurt Capewell joined a list of bizarre NFL off-field injuries after hurting his neck drying himself with a
Oh,
towel.
right.
So, how do you like that? I believe he was then sent to the Warriors after that season.
Yeah, it's
It was shot out of a cannon.
Drying himself with a towel, injured his neck, couldn't play.
Club legend Kurt
aggressive
Capewell.
drawing.
Absolute club
Hit
legend.
a field goal to win a game on debut. Big fan
Does
of
Kurt
his work.
Capewell go down as one of the great players?
Oh,
when you think of where he's
such a
gone,
utility.
like-
Won a premiership
Yeah.
with the Panthers.
Yes.
Yeah. One.
leadership.
He's won a heap of origins.
Yeah, big fan of Kurt.
He's a Mr. Fix-It. So, all right, next one. We've got Jaden Stevenson. I hope that's
this is
spelled
for Jack.
right.
Yes.
This is starting with you, Jack, AFL player. Now, he injured his hip.
Yes.
Injured his hip. This freak injury happened off-field. Was it on a balcony, at the beach, or in a shopping centre? And did it involve a trampoline, a BMX bike, or a ladder? Really tough stuff there.
That is
isn't
a
it?
tough one.
Interesting stuff if you're playing along at home.
The balcony's throwing me because, not many of those things you'd put on a balcony.
That's true.
I am
But
going
maybe that's why it makes it so freaky.
Speak for yourself.
shopping centre.
What are you doing, trampoline on the balcony?
I like shopping centre ladder, but I'm going to go beach trampoline, please.
A trampoline at the beach is
Yeah.
incorrect. You can, none of those things. Neither of those. You can block
Okay.
those two out. So
Okay.
now you're left with balcony, shopping centre, bike or ladder.
I'm going to take shopping centre bike.
Shopping centre bike is incorrect. You
Oh.
did get half of it right. Gunru hospitalised after boozy bike incident, suffered from trying to do a trick, I'm assuming it was a backflip, on a BMX bike off his balcony.
Yeah, okay.
Heck
That'll
yeah.
probably
Off a back
That'll
deck
do it.
balcony.
look. I'd be happier to come into the club and say that's happened than like drying myself with a towel.
That is
Drying
true.
my neck.
That is true. Both of these news stories came from 2021, which is
The,
interesting.
the story of the balcony kind of
Yeah.
threw me. I was thinking high rise
Oh,
balcony.
right. My
Yeah, because
apologies.
there
Yeah.
was a handrail along
yeah.
My
the-
apologies.
That's okay.
Yes.
We'll-
Jack's currently leading 1-0.
We live and we learn.
We'll turn to the NFL. So punter Chris Hansen, when he
To
was
catch a
playing for
predator.
yes,
Yeah.
when he was playing for the Jacksonville Jaguars, he suffered an injury to his leg
Yes.
that put him out for the season. Now, did it happen in the locker room, by a river, or at the concession stand at the stadium? And did it involve an axe, a football, or a toy train?
I like this one.
So you've got the locker room, a river, confectionery stand with an axe, a football, or a train. It was a leg injury that put him out for the whole season.
So I'm
folks.
gonna use my critical thinking skills.
Mhm.
Okay.
You would not be allowed to bring an axe to the concession stand. You would not be allowed to bring a sharp object into a stadium. So I'm
Okay.
going to rule out those two.
Okay.
You could have an axe at the... Is that the river?
That is a river. It's a river.
You could,
You could have an axe by the river.
You could have, yeah. You could have an axe in the locker room. That's going to raise a lot of suspicion and questions.
Okay.
It's possible. Toy train, I could see at the concession stand.
Okay.
I don't see it. Ooh, okay. I'm
Interesting
talking too
working
much.
here.
Yeah,
You're doing a lot of work.
yeah,
here.
I'm going to take axe at the lake.
Axe at the lake is incorrect.
I was hoping you'd rule that out.
Yeah.
Axe at the river lake is incorrect. Jack, what would you like to go with here?
Is it a double incorrect there?
It
Are you
is
gonna
one
give me that?
incorrect.
Oh,
It's a half. He's got one thing right.
jeez. Oh, now I have no idea which one's. Well, I'm gonna stick with the river then.
Okay.
Give me the river, and how would you have a toy train at the river?
It is free. Remember, these are freaky.
He's a freaky.
things.
I'm going the
you
train
went
at
on
the
the lottery.
river.
Train at the river.
Is it axe in the
is
locker room?
Incorrect. It is axe in the locker room. Axe in the locker room. Jaguars' infamous locker room axe issue has now been preserved in history, apparently, at the Jags back in 2019. They found the axe. Basically, in a team building exercise in the locker room, they were talking about chopping it down.
Yeah.
And each player grabbed the axe and smacked it into this stump right here. The kicker, Hanson, went over to give it a go and actually missed and hit his leg and put himself out for the season.
That just screams Florida man, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. This is also the same guy who was also out for a few weeks after burning himself with a fondue fountain. So,
What a unique individual.
both of you are only 1 point still to
Okay.
Jack over here.
Yep.
I've got two more.
And it's his turn, isn't
It's
it?
his turn. Brandon Marshall. I've got him in a Seahawks jersey
Yep.
here. I don't know. I don't even know if he plays anymore. But Brandon Marshall, he's had a few freak injuries in his life. But this one was I believe it was a leg and arm injury.
Ooh, double.
A leg and
Double
arm
win.
injury. Did it happen in the lounge room at home?
Mm-hmm.
Did it happen at a cinema? Or did it happen in a shopping centre food court? And did it involve a stick of gum, a McDonald's meal, or a bucket hat? It was actually more of an arm injury, if that helps you guys, but
Okay.
more of an arm injury.
Food court, fast food.
Food court with the McDonald's?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, mate, that is incorrect. You did get half, though.
Okay.
You did get half.
One correct. I think it would make sense that
Gotta
it's
be the
food
bucket hat.
court with the stick of gum.
Food court and stick of gum is incorrect.
No!
Spin the wheel.
Incorrect. Broncos wide receiver Brandon Marshall, he had a bizarre arm incident where he said he slipped on a Macca's bag and wound up wrapping his arm in a cast.
At
the
home?
story goes, and it was later found out to be false, he was drunk. But he slipped on a Macca's bag when he was with his kids in the lounge room and he fell into his TV cabinet.
Yeah,
But he was
Uh,
pissed.
but he was actually just drunk
Yeah.
and he had a little fall.
I think that's what all the injuries are.
That's
Yeah.
what
to
he
be
was
honest.
actually. Can I give you one last injury because this was a fascinating
Yeah, yeah,
story that
go on.
resulted in a rule change?
Oh.
Yep.
The last one was Orlando Brown.
Oh, yes, I know this story.
So Orlando Brown, I had the NFL field, a basketball court, or a parking
I know
area.
I know the answer to this one.
Was it a flag, a basketball, or a windscreen
Yeah.
wiper? What was it?
The ref threw the flag and hit him in the eye.
That is
and he-
100%.
And he never played again.
He never played again. Freak
Yeah.
accident. And what happened is that's what caused the NFL to put sand in the flags.
What was in him?
So it was nothing. They used to just throw them.
Yeah,
and
right.
now there's sand in the flags so
Yeah.
that they fall really quick when they throw them
They had
because it just hit him in the eye and it ruined his career.
It was a coins.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Poking him with coins.
So now that's why there's sand in the flag.
Bugger. I
Very
would have.
interesting.
I would have.
Get the wheel, mate.
So there you go. Spin the wheel. Maybe I'll
Alrighty.
bring it back. Maybe I'll bring back that little game. It was a fun one.
That
Good
would
one.
be
If
interesting.
That
you
was
enjoyed
good.
it, if you're
Yeah.
watching on YouTube
Yeah.
right now and you caught the game, let us
Oh,
know if you want
shit.
us
Can I
to
break it?
play it again because we'll bring it back. Or any freak injuries you know.
Here we go.
Please, oh please.
Oh, that's a good spin.
Are
we
you
still found the
fucking serious?
shaft.
Still. You did that like 3 in a row.
Yes.
This is rigged.
Yes.
Because for the listeners, Shout Lunch.
Viewers, mate. We're a YouTube
Viewers
show.
and listeners, Shout Lunch previously was on the 2 yellows.
Yeah.
And we were hitting the 2 yellows consistently. And we made the conscious decision to move it to a different one.
Yeah.
And we've taken one away.
Yeah.
So is that a 1 in 12 chance, you'd say?
Brother, you just want to shout us
that's
lunch.
good.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, dude. You're a good bloke. You're a
Far
good
out.
bloke. You want to shout us lunch. That's fantastic.
I'm going to need a pay.
I am
increase.
hungry. We have.
You boys are ready to be out of house and home.
I'm so keen for a feed. Should we do bets really quick?
Yeah, let's jump into
Let's do our bets very quickly.
the betting. We might just jump straight into it. Chad, your lead in the 10-unit challenge is plummeting because both Jack and I had hits on the Super Bowl last week. We'll start with you, Jack. You had a multi. You have 9 units on this. You had Mac Hollins for 20-plus yards.
I know ball.
Cooper Cup for 20-plus yards.
Yeah.
And Man United to win for 354.
You don't go near JSN, mate.
Your
No,
one,
you're right.
your one unit was on Bad Bunny to wear a bucket hat, and he wore no hat.
Yeah, well, that was a stitch.
Unbelievable.
So, yeah.
Shad, you didn't hit anything, and it's not worth mentioning because it was rubbish.
The octopus was on though.
Octopus.
The octopus was on.
Oh, we nearly got the
Andre,
opposite. Yeah.
and then they could have got it to him, and he
Yeah.
chose not to.
Yeah.
Drake, Maye.
Speaking of JSN, I had the Seahawks to cover and JSN to score a touchdown.
But what was your one unit?
I had one unit on Michael Dixon to make a tackle.
This guy
at
knows it.
$15.
This guy knows ball.
Making it
This guy knows ball.
that is the biggest hit of the year.
That's huge.
$15.
$15.
$15.
A bit more than that.
Biggest
No,
odds,
the
but the
biggest
Biggest
odds.
odds, yeah.
Yeah.
Previous was Shad with the Seahawks, Jags, and Bronx in week 4 at 505. So I've tripled that. Only one
on a
unit.
dollar,
Only
yeah.
one unit. That's how it goes. So to recap, Shad, you are still ahead. You're plus 37. Jack, you're negative. Oh no, Jack, you're in the green.
Welcome, mate.
Oh,
You're in the green.
Yeah, lettuce it. Yeah, do
Yeah.
that.
You are in the green.
It's so bad.
You are plus 8.1 units.
mate. If the
and-
punters have been following, you're welcome.
And I'm clawing it back. I'm still negative 18, but we're getting somewhere. One more week like that, and we could be on. Shad, where do you want to go?
Don't start with me because my
Oh,
problem
I'm
is-
ready to roll. I'm
Here's
ready to
my
roll.
concern. I'm now out of my area of expertise.
Yep.
I'm in no man's land now.
Mate, you've been free falling anyway.
Yep.
I know. This is why it's even worse.
Do you want me to head things
Yeah,
off?
get it in, mate.
Well, we've already touched on it. I'm chucking in Manchester United. It's tomorrow morning, so hopefully this is up.
This pod has gone out.
Um,
and they have already
So
lost.
it's 2 legs. Man United to beat West Ham. Old mate to get a haircut. And then I'm going to look at the Winter Olympics here, boys.
Ooh,
I'm also
well, we
thinking the
do
Winter
have to have a look
Olympics.
at that. We do need to update our futures.
Now, look, I haven't watched any of it, but I know there's one man that represents Australia, and he represents us well, and that is Scotty James in the half pipe.
Oh yeah.
So I'm taking him to be the competition winner to get the gold medal.
In which
He's
event?
$1.40. So
He's the top dog.
Is that half pipe?
yeah, men's half pipe, mate. And I'm malting those 2 legs together, 10 units. That's $2.42.
Scotty James half pipe and Man U.
Man, you to win their 50.
How much was that? Sorry.
242, mate.
242. Very nice. Shad, have you got one for me?
Yeah, look. I'm going to split my units this week.
Nice.
Just to get a little bit of variety here. I am in a little bit of a free fall, and it is worrying
Gaelic
me.
sports, mate.
I'm looking at Gaelic sports right now. This is where I'm at right now. I'm trying to find the EPL. Where the hell's the EPL gone? There it is there. It's listed as soccer. I'm more of a football man, but anyway. Here we go. Okay. I am having a look at what's going on in the EPL. I'm loving your Man United stuff. That's fascinating. You're backing your team. I'm going to back my team. I'm going to say Everton paying $2 to
Yep.
win,
Yep.
and I'm going to multi that into Man United.
Oof.
Everton into Man U. All 10 units.
No, I'm going 5 units on that.
5 on that.
That is
and what was-
$4.04.
404.
Everton are $2.35, and weirdly the favourite at $2.35
Yep.
against Bournemouth.
Yep.
Bournemouth have been doing all right.
Been doing all right.
And then 5 units.
And then my other 5 units, I'm going to back an Aussie in the Olympics. I'm just going to double check they're Aussie, not Austrian, because that'd be awkward, wouldn't it? Australian. I've got to say, also, just a shout out to the Neds people. They've misspelt the Australian's name in the I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
You guys know this. You guys are aware that I'm like a huge fan of the women's monobob. You know I'm a big monobob fan.
What's mono?
You know monobob. Women's monobob.
When there's one bob, bobsled.
One
Oh,
bob.
okay, bob.
Monobob. I love
Bob.
monobob.
Monobob.
And the women's monobob's on.
Yep.
And we've got an Aussie in there.
Yep.
Brina Walker.
Yep.
Now, I will say this to the wonderful team in Neds. They do need to update her name because it is misspelled. And as someone who has had my name said wrong in recent meetings at Neds, they've gone Brina. I believe it's Brianna.
Yeah.
Brianna Walker. She's in the monobob. She is at $3.50 behind Laura Nolte from Germany, who I believe one of us tipped to have the most medals at the Winter Games.
I like that. Let me look.
So I'm going to look at Brianna Walker in Australia to win the monobob, my favourite sport at the Olympics. She is, of course, competing. Oh, no, I can't do that because it's actually, she's competing next Monday before we do the pod.
Okay. And what's she paying?
$3.50.
$3.50.
Just quietly.
One of the greats. She was in the Monobob World Cup.
Yep.
2018-2019, and she's won several monobob competitions. 33 years old, possibly her last monobob.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well,
Go out as a winner.
That's great. It's now
Bree Walker is
my
just
turn.
locally known.
B.
So,
I go a B.
It's my turn to pick my 10 units.
Bobber. I go a B, Bobber.
Yeah. Bobsleigh
And,
Bree on Instagram if you want to go and check her out.
Boys, did you know that the T20 World Cup is currently on?
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently.
Obviously, I do not know.
We're a sports
Obviously, I
podcast.
don't know.
They have not really talked
I'm
about
betting
it
on the monobob.
at all. Apparently, we're playing cricket somewhere at the moment. And
Can I just put this out there, boys? Too much cricket.
Yeah, no,
There's too much
I
cricket.
certainly agree.
It's not a year-round
I
sport.
That's what
certainly
the
agree.
T in T20
Too
stands
much.
for.
You're not a fan of the Ellen Summer.
Too much cricket.
No, fair enough.
Summer needs an end. Summer needs an end
does.
so I can get my winter bod.
Australia play Ireland tomorrow night, and I'm putting all 10 units on Travis Head to be our top run scorer. So that's where I'm going. $3.60. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, actually, we've just got some breaking news.
Yeah, one thing I was going to mention was the trade deadline in the NBA.
Yeah.
A few storylines there. One that jumps out was, I don't know if you heard Jock Landell. He was packaged up with Triple J from Memphis to go to Utah. He's jumping on the plane to go to Utah.
Yeah.
They've called him and say, get off, mate. We're trading you again within 12 hours to Atlanta. He's then driven 6 hours to Atlanta to play the Jazz
Oh, no way.
that same day, and he's put up his career high points. Just got a double. He got 26 points, 11 rebounds.
Playing angry.
That's awesome.
Yeah, 5 assists and 4 blocks.
What a stitch
Also,
up.
why get him to drive if you were
Yeah.
flying the team there anyway?
Yeah. It's
give
an
him the
absolute
connecting flight.
shamble. So he's playing angry, but
That's
yeah,
crazy.
some wild trades happening, but the trade deadline's over. But
How often does that happen? You get traded and
One
you
bloke-
play the team you were traded from
yeah,
immediately.
Yeah.
it happened with James Harden as well.
I
'cause
feel like
he
they try and avoid that.
jumped
He's
ship.
gone to the Cavs now.
Yeah,
Isn't he
yeah.
the most
Oh,
moving one out
He's
there?
after that chip, but he's
Yeah.
going to curse the Cavs.
Oh, wait,
You
can
know.
you hear that?
Hey,
Oh.
Did we just get...
We just got a tweet.
Is that a tweet?
Breaking news, actually.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
what have you got?
We thought the trade deadline was over, but Shams has just tweeted, Liam Fogarty traded from the Neds.
Hang on.
Oh, my God.
Jeez.
Wait, I've been traded.
You've been traded to customer support
What?
for a sandwich press and a 2026 intern pick swap.
I've been-
Wow.
That is
Wait,
huge.
I'm going to CS.
You're gone.
Yeah, mate. Oh, that's tough to swallow.
Is that
mate.
done?
I think that's effective immediate.
Wow.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, sorry,
It's-
man.
If you look below you, apparently it's been sorted prior to the pod.
Sorry
No,
about that, bro.
I guess you guys. I've got to
Is
go.
there,
I mean, it's probably
before you go,
performance-based, let's be
before
real.
you go, is there a sandwich?
Oh my god.
Here we
Is this
go.
the new bloke? Fantastic.
Mate, I've been eyeing off this sandwich press for a while now, and the actual
I mean, this sandwich press puts up numbers.
yeah, it's
High numbers,
reliable.
Big
Look,
turnover.
it's got a bit of
that's
wear and
good.
tear, but it's been going for years.
Yeah, a grizzled veteran, but we
you
need
know
that
it
on
shows
the team.
up every day.
Yeah,
Um,
we had
Liam was calling sick all the time.
Liam has never really lived up to his potential.
and this interim draft this year is pretty deep.
It's a very
Yeah.
deep draft this year in the interns
Yeah.
out of college. So I think we're probably doing
Yeah.
well here. We're moving up in the draft, so that's good.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
Moving up in the world. Any multis you want to put on this week, mate?
Press, got anything for us? You want to close the show down?
Mm-hmm. He's a big West
Sign
Ham
off.
fan, I believe.
Oh, huge.
Yeah. So
Hot off the press,
might
would
be
you
a bit of
say?
rivalry here.
Yeah. well,
Okay. Watch
it's
out for this
steamy.
week.
Oh, mate, he's eyeing us.
How's he going to shout us lunch?
Yeah, actually, well,
Well, you're the host, mate. So why don't you take us out? New guy?
let's go, press. Well, anyway, that's all we got
Yeah.
time for today on the Silly Season podcast. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week. See, I'm not used to doing this either.
Okay, this is gonna be-
With the press.
yeah.